This lesson is on another kind of factoring called difference of squares. So before we get into the difference of squares, I want to kind of talk about a process that you guys already know, which was multiplying these two binomials with each other. And notice that it is 4x minus 3, but then 4x plus 3, okay? So when we do our multiplication, our 4x times 4x, that gives me 16x squared. And then I do 4x times 3, which gives me positive 12x. And then I'm going to do negative 3 times 4x, which gives me negative 12x. And then I'm going to do negative 3 times 3, which gives me negative 9. So what happens is these cancel out, right? Because 12x minus 12x gives me 0. And I'm left with 16x squared minus 9. So there is a little review of that. Now what we want to do is I want to think of like, how could we go backwards from that to get us our original problem? So how could we go from our 16x squared minus 9 back to this 4x minus 3 and 4x plus 3? So let's see, I'm going to write our problem over here again. So I want you guys to think for a second, how can 16x squared, that like connects to the 4x's, right? So how can 16x squared create 4x? And how can negative 9, or just 9, create those 3's? So hopefully you realize that you could square root 16x squared, and that gives you 4x. And if you square root 9, ignoring the negative, we get 3. So what happens is I can take those two square roots, and if I add them and subtract them to each other, then I have my answer. I factored them. And it doesn't matter if you do the subtraction first or second, but it is important that the 4x goes first and the 3 goes after that, okay? So this is why it's called a difference of squares, is because we are squaring two things that are being subtracted. So a difference means subtraction. So to kind of like pull the name apart, so a difference of squares. So difference means subtraction, and that was right there, right? And then of squares, well, we square rooted them, right? To get our numbers up there. So that's why that name is what it is. So let's try this. So I have 4x squared minus 25. I check that there's two things that are being subtracted to take care of that difference part. And then I check to see if I can square root them. So let's do that. So square root 4x squared. What does that give you? You should have said 2x. Yay. Okay. And then if I square 25, what does that give you? 5. So I take my answers and I add them and subtract them. Sweet. Easy, right? Okay, let's look at example B. So square root them. So square root of x squared will give me just x. And the square root of 64y squared so square root of 64 is 8. And the square root of y squared would just be y. So go ahead and write down what you think the answer is. Add them, subtract them. So we should have gotten x minus 8y and x plus 8y. Again, if you put the plus first, doesn't matter. All right, so example C here. I see two things that are being subtracted, but I can't square root 5x cubed and I can't square root 20x. So that, whew. So don't jump to the fact that it's prime, because it's not. So what I've got in here is I have the factoring that we learned first, which is the greatest common factor in a sneaky way here. So first I want to take out the greatest common factor. So what can 5x to the third and negative 20x divide by? Okay, so I'm just writing greatest common factor while you think. So what is the greatest common factor? It's 5x. So what's left over if I take, so I'm going to divide each of these by 5x, just sneak that in there. Boop. So 5x cubed divided by 5x gives me x squared. Negative 20x divided by 5x, negative 20 divided by 5 is 4, and the x's go away because they cancel each other out. So now I look at what's left in that parentheses and I go, oh, hey, that's two things that are being subtracted. I want to see if I can square root them. And I can. So the square root, so actually, sorry, I need to keep that, oh, sorry, I got the hiccups. 5x in front. And then I can square root x squared gives me x. The square root of 4 gives me 2. So I add and subtract. Ta-da! Okay, so go ahead and do either the worksheet or the Brain Genie, and you let me know if you have any questions.